Warning, this podcast contains grown-up subjects and big boy words. It is intended for adults only, but we won't tell on you if you don't tell our grandmas how many swears we did.
Welcome to Only Mostly Thread, where three creative professionals thread our way through the frightening forests of peculiar posts, attempt to answer curious questions, and dive deep into Reddit's reserves, all to bring you something special to you. I'm your friendly neighborhood film guy and hairiest host, Devyn.
I'm your metal musician and resident asshole, Lily Andromeda.
I'm your rambling writer and hostess with the mostest anxiety, Sarah Lorish. Are we rusty?
It's been a while.
It's season 4. We're back after taking a holiday break and then an everybody gets very sick break.
Yeah,
now
extremely.
We're here.
I feel like I got like 5,000 viral infections.
I had COVID for the first time. It blew ass.
It does.
That's what COVID
does blow ass. Although every time I
Yeah.
got sick this year, when it was really bad, though, it wasn't COVID. Like the time that I got COVID, I had the mildest of symptoms. But like anything else that I've caught this year has been like a disaster that like no one can treat. And they're just like, just wait it out. It'll go away.
Sucks.
And I'm just like,
Yeah, that really sucks.
so I'm finally almost 100% back to normal. But my latest bout of sickness actually overlaid, I guess would be the right word. I don't fucking know. But I was also auditioning for this cover band during that window of time, which I guess I'm in the cover band now because they have me doing like 5 shows coming up with them. So I'm assuming that means I'm in. It's always so weird to know, like, if you're in a band, like, they're just like, nobody says anything. They're just like, yeah, we'll see you at the show. And you're just like, so I'm in, or it was funny because I went to their practice last night and I have to learn like all of these songs. This just happened like this past week where they were like, oh yeah, BT Dubs, we're still auditioning. We'd like you to come back. Also do these 5 shows. Let's just do that instead of a second audition. It was like bam, 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 bam. So I have to learn like 3 full sets worth of material by Saturday and try to have as much of it as I can memorized. Like it's a lot and I'm kind of stressing. But anyway, I had like the lyrics for a lot of these songs in these Google Docs, in my Google Docs, prepared to come to practice last night. So I go to practice and I was like, hey, what's your Wi-Fi? And they were like, oh, he doesn't have Wi-Fi. Like the guy whose house we were practicing at. And I was like, what year is it?
Yeah.
How do you not have Wi-Fi? Like, I don't understand. I what?
Guy actually goes to sleep on time and just looks at the window while he's pooping.
Anyway, imagine pooping without the internet.
It's impossible. You can't do it. I think that humans have evolved, except for this caveman, to the point where nothing will come out unless you're browsing or watching TikToks.
Yeah, one
I'm just
cannot
thinking
just
about the
poop.
amount of productive time that I would lose if I was not on my phone while I was pooping. Like I wouldn't be able to update things, check my bank account balance, like all of these things that I do while I'm on the toilet.
You know what?
I could not have done in this man's house.
Dude, I was going to hate me for this, but I know that she does not take her phone into the bathroom because like it has always been like a marvel to me that she will go to the bathroom and come back and poop in like the same time it takes me to go pee. And I've like asked her before, I'm like, how do you do that so fast? And she's like, because you poop in like 20 seconds and then you spend the rest of the time looking at your phone. You're going to get hemorrhoids. And that's coming from a nurse.
Wow.
But yeah, she doesn't look at her phone.
Who knew looking at your phone gives you hemorrhoids?
I'm more impressed at the fact that she poops in like 20 seconds.
She poops
insanely fast. I feel like it takes
fast.
me more time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't go in 20 seconds. I need minutes.
Just must slide right out of her or something. Like, and what is that?
Yeah, she has like slippery bowels. She is gonna hate this.
Slippery
Dude, I
bowel
hate
syndrome.
poop talk.
She just poops little marbles. Just actual marbles. No need for cleanup.
Oh,
Nothing.
God.
All right.
It's fine.
Well,
it's all good.
We're back. In case you missed your weekly toilet talk. I hope you're listening to
Somebody
this on
poop
the toilet.
Yeah, without Wi-Fi, could you listen to your podcast while you were pooping? Only if you could download them.
Which I guess you should do just in case. We've been doing this for 4 whole seasons, and this season, I'm the Nutmaster, which means I'm wearing my own Nutmaster crown.
I can't even see it.
Hold for applause.
I think that's the whole point. Dun, dun,
Oh,
dun, dun,
I
dun,
see.
dun,
Oh
dun,
my
dun, dun.
God. Look
Oh,
at
it
that
shook.
bee.
It looks so
That's
cute.
so cute. Devyn. It's got
This is-
its little
Oh
tongue.
my
It's an
God.
homage. You can't tell that it's kind of green in an homage to Sarah's, and it's got the bee, and then in an homage to Lily's, it has a baby corn.
Little
Baby corn looks like a veggie tail.
Also,
He does look like a
also,
veggie tail.
I've taped it to my
Smart.
headphones.
Well
So
done.
smart.
Well done.
You were waiting for this moment. You knew you'd outshine
Yeah.
us.
What I need is a second set of headphones so that I don't have to then remove the crown to record things that are not this podcast.
Or wear your crown.
Yeah,
just
I'm
every
just
time
never
you have
gonna
your
take it off.
headphones.
No. I'm not willing to die on that especially tenuously slippery ass hill.
I guess we should do our podcast. In
Nah.
this podcast, we play a game called NUT, which stands for Nuclear Unit Tussle. We look at Ask Reddit threads. We try and guess what answers could be in the top 10. And depending on who guesses one of those answers, we get awarded points in descending order. And the first person to get to 100 points is crowned the Nutmaster.
Woo.
What are our points, Sarah?
So we're back at a clean slate. I just deleted Devyn's 102 points, and now we're all sitting at fat 0.
Woo.
Hunter's beating us.
Yeah, I didn't
Rude.
delete his. He's at 8. So good for him.
Wow.
Maybe in
Good job, Hunter.
5 years, he'll be the Nutmaster. But that doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
he's in the lead.
Yeah. Okay. Posted by user 6 and no quarter. What is the current thing that future generations will say, I can't believe they used to do that?
Scroll their
without
phone while they're pooping.
Wi-Fi.
I wonder, like writing blog posts or writing
Mm.
things for the internet, because AI is already like so easily taking over that
Yeah.
eventually no one's going to write blog posts, because also blog posts are just for SEO. Like for the most part, it's just to like get Google to care about your website and like take you to
Yeah.
a higher search result. So yeah, I feel like blog posts.
Yeah,
is
they're
a good
not
one.
for actual humans to read.
No, because if you have read a blog post recently, like they don't make sense. They look like they're written by AI that wasn't very well trained.
What about like, okay, so this is the internet and there's a bunch of grumpy people on the internet. What about just like TikTok dances?
Yeah, like as a cringe thing, kind of like how we can't believe we posted
Yeah,
those MySpace
I can't believe
pictures.
they used to do that.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, I like that one better.
I can't think of anything.
That's what I'm probably going to go with.
Yeah, TikTok is really good. TikTok is so cringy outside of the TikTok culture.
The people who consume it.
Yeah, like have you ever seen the Instagram account, and maybe it's on TikTok too, but it's influencers in the wild, and it's like what people look like when they're actually taking TikTok videos and reels, and like girls like at a resort with their asses out, and they're like someone's filming it, but then like a 5-year-old walks by, and it's just
Ugh.
That's so
Yeah.
awkward.
very disturbing.
The closest thing I've seen to that is there's a subreddit called "I'm the Main Character" or something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, and there's a lot of people. There's a lot of content creators on there who are just like, reminiscent of like back in the early YouTube days, whenever it was just random short garbage videos of nothing. Remember, like people throwing gallons of milk on the floor to make them explode?
I think I'm going to say pay with cash.
Pay
Ooh.
with cash. What's that?
Exactly. Because I feel like it's already so rare for people to carry cash. I feel like it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, my dad always yells
Yeah.
at me when I don't have cash.
What if it's just future? What if it's super wild and it's like future generations, not like 3 from now, but like 50 from now? And the answer's like, I can't believe they used to grow food.
Yeah.
I mean, there could be literally anything on here. Like
Ooh.
maybe even like driving your own car.
Oh, that's good. But I was going to say vaping, because they're going to find out it was just as
Ugh.
bad as smoking. or worse.
It is just as bad as smoking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
I think
guys,
they already
next
know
time
that.
Hunter comes on the podcast, let's all bully him about vaping. It's one of my 2024 New Year's resolutions is to bully Hunter to stop vaping. It's the only way that's going to work. I've tried to be nice.
So
and
it's
now I'm
not
going to
his
bully him.
resolution to stop. It's just yours to make him stop.
Yes.
I love that for you.
It's just the new smoking.
Yeah, you're allowed
Yeah.
to
Your
be
lungs,
annoying about it.
your lungs are supposed to take in oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yep.
Exactly.
Well
Can't-
said,
the
Devyn.
future
Well
generations
said.
will be like, I can't believe they used to breathe oxygen.
I can't believe they used to have skin. God.
Can't
Even
believe
are
they
these
used to
people.
actually wake up from their dreams. What losers.
Can't believe they used to poop. Who poops anymore?
Gross.
All right. I'm going to stick with pay with cash, I think.
Yeah, I'm doing TikTok dances.
Okay.
What's something that's going to like
Sarah?
go extinct or like not be a thing anymore because of resources
Bowling.
depleting? No. I was literally
that's
just
not
going to
because of
ask you guys
resources.
if you guys would join a bowling league with us. Like if we
I'm
had
not going to join a bowling league, but I will definitely go bowling with you.
all right, maybe then
A bowling
we'll do
league
it a
is a
lot of
commitment
times
that I
and then
am
it'll
not ready
parlay
for.
into
And then
a
it'll
league.
just slowly become a bowling league without Devyn knowing.
Listen, I'm already
She's
trying
got
to like
such goals for us.
That's fine.
one more obligation,
I didn't really think about it that way, but you're right.
probably far away from my house
Yeah.
because
Well, we would find a place in the middle. But yeah, you're right. I don't want to have to like
Yeah.
go to something every week. So, all right, fair.
yeah, what you should do is move up here and then we just go bowling a bunch, but not in a bowling league.
It'll be
that
our
way we
own,
can be like,
but we can
"Nah, I
still
don't
get
want to."
jackets.
Yeah,
And
we can
keep
still get
score.
jackets.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can pretend
Okay.
we're in a bowling league.
Cool.
We'll be a low-key, non-committal bowling league.
Yeah, we're only letting
And that's the name of the
ourselves
bowling league.
down if
That's
we're
gonna be on
like,
the
I don't
jackets.
feel like it.
Low-key,
Perfect.
non-committal bowling league.
All right, I love
Yeah,
it.
and
that
it can
for
just
us.
be the picture can just be actual Norse god Loki refusing a wedding ring.
Wedding wing. You know those wedding
Yeah.
wings that people wear on their wedding day so they can float
Yeah.
down the aisle? It's very
No,
majestic.
you get married, you have the reception,
Hold
you
on.
cut the wedding
Writing
wings,
down wedding wings.
and then you eat them.
First note for merch of the season.
And Angel just got his wedding wings.
Is
Hey.
it just a wing and somebody has poked their finger through between the bones and they just
Yes.
have this nasty up to their
That's a lot more
elbows
morbid than what I was imagining in my mind.
doodah
You
sauce?
went to a very strange place.
So what were we saying? Oh
Okay.
yeah, I'm still fine with my answer.
Did you pick your answer?
Yeah. What
And
was
that
it?
was
Vaping.
I'm fine with my answer. What was my
Vaping.
answer?
okay. Vaping, driving a car.
And
No,
cash.
paying with cash.
Yeah, cash
Vaping,
monies.
paying with cash, and doing TikTok dances.
Okay. Sort
Can
by
I be
top.
like?
What?
Can I say like? No, I'll just stick with TikTok.
And what's your
dances.
mandate?
I feel like you should.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
My mandate as Nutmaster is that whenever you get points, you have to start a sentence that all three of us have to complete one word at a time.
When will we know when the sentence ends?
And when
You'll
will we know
feel it.
whose turn it is next?
Yeah.
Oh,
you say the name of the person?
The point winner says who goes second.
Okay.
And
then
then
it
it's
just goes in
just
around until it's
One,
done.
2, 3, 1, 2,
Okay.
3. Yeah.
Okay.
Until
Cool,
it's
cool.
time to stop. Let's nut.
All right.
For 10 points, Boomer Quest says this is wishful thinking, but posts their entire lives on the internet.
Damn it.
Yeah, I thought about that.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Were
That is
we
a good
just
one.
talking about this, or did I just have a conversation about this with somebody? How like it's
I think you had a conversation with someone
yeah, I
else.
just talked to somebody about this. How people are going to look back and think that it was just absolutely insane that people would post like their kids on the internet. Like everybody has like a personal blog now. It's
Yeah.
pretty
There's
dumb.
always a chance it doesn't cool off and just everybody is a hive mind amoeba of
True.
internet connection.
Right.
That was 10 points.
For 9 points, user Stumi says the way we treat cancer, hopefully. I
Yeah, really.
think that's
Yeah.
fantastic, and I would hope so. Boy, this went to a very like much more conscious place than I was
Yeah.
anticipating.
We never have our finger on like the humanitarian post.
I know. We were not on the pulse of this post.
Harry Chest 69 said pollute
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. They said pollute the shit out of our oceans. Yeah, for 8 points.
Also a great
Yeah.
answer.
Lolly Doll says dialysis. If you know the process, it's gruesome and medieval.
For 7 points. I don't know enough
Wow.
about dialysis to know that, but like I know my dad works on dialysis machines, and apparently it's like a whole thing. But
Yeah, now I know it's gruesome and medieval.
for 6 points, Llama Test 1 says, hopefully file your own taxes. It's needlessly complicated. Facts.
Yeah.
So annoying. Hate taxes.
For 5 points, Tired Panda 3 said overuse of antibiotics.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, I'm not surprised by it, but I didn't know that was a problem that was happening.
Yeah. I don't think it's like all doctors, but when I was younger, I used to get sinus infections like 6 times a year or more, basically chronic sinusitis. And they used to prescribe me an antibiotic like every single time, and then it just stopped working. And then I started going to a new doctor, and they were like, yeah, because you're building resistance to an antibiotic. Like, you don't need to be on it every single time. So after that, like, I stopped. I haven't been on an antibiotic in years because of that, because I got scared. Like, you can build a resistance, and then they won't be able to treat your diseases.
I'm probably so resistant to antibiotics by now. Like, I'm probably just a whole, the inside of my body is like a science experiment that like things live in just for fun.
Well, yeah,
Because
like
I've been on so many fucking things.
and it's hard because doctors will usually just like readily give you an antibiotic. So it's hard to figure out like what you should be on one for. Like if you never know like if your body's gonna fight it.
And admittedly, I'm the one who's like, give me the fucking pills.
That's how I used to be too.
And like, who's gonna fight me on that? Like, no one. So,
Yeah.
For 4 points, Evil Monkey 2 says the ass first pose. Sorry, I don't know what it's called. Like, here's a pic of your grandmother at the Grand Canyon when she was young. Sorry, her ass is so prominent in every picture, but that was the style at the time. No, I don't have any other poses of her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Like
Can
what
you
other
imagine
generation?
somebody's grandma. That's gonna be so awkward when those kids are looking at all mom's like selfie posts of like her boobs and her butt.
Or they'll just be so sex positive that they'll just be like, damn, grandma, thank you.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's that we can hope for, but also like the pose is pretty silly, like as its own thing. And I feel like whenever you become a very sex positive culture, the poses are even more silly.
True.
Because we're looking at old photos and they're all just like,
yeah.
and we're like,
They're
oh,
all
okay,
so
yeah, they look all
formal.
stiff and formal. And
Yeah.
so then they're going to be looking at the pictures and it's all just going to be like,
But it's all about like the technology of the time. Like cameras had just happened. Like they were so new to everybody. you
Yeah.
know?
And I'm
So,
sure the
it's true.
generations at that time were like, these kids in their ankle bearing
Oh,
pictures.
for sure. When women started to wear pants, oh, have mercy.
Yeah.
So
It's true, but at least like whenever you're bearing your ankles, you're facing you're not contorting yourself.
so that your
Yeah,
butt's
it's not
right
ankle
there.
first. I mean, it can be, but it's like more natural that way.
It's not the photoshopped Black Widow on every single Marvel poster where she's somehow showing her full butt and her full bust at the same time.
That's a very difficult pose to do.
Yeah. It
it's
doesn't
not
come
natural.
naturally.
It's not comfortable.
Let me just relax real quick.
It just did like a Princess Peach noise when you did that. For 3 points, Apostate 456 says, for the USA, I'm really hoping they'll be horrified that healthcare was for profit and many people paid for cancer treatments through popularity contests online.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
Awful.
here's hoping.
For 2 points, Lizard Possum said being in places with no cell or internet signal. I lived in a small town where there was almost no signal until recently, but I'm seeing fewer and fewer places where that is the case.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Relevant.
That's
Yeah.
totally fair.
For 1 point, Patarokun says, science. This plastic stuff is really difficult and expensive to recycle, never truly goes away, and likely has horrible long-term effects on the bodies of all organic life on Earth, humans included. People, use plastic for everything, all the time, everywhere.
It's so
Facts.
hard not
Yeah.
to use plastic.
Yeah.
Well, if they would stop making it, then it would be easy.
Yeah, I know.
Admittedly, though, like I even hate using paper straws because they're terrible.
Me too. They stick to your lip.
Yeah, and they also make everything taste a little bit filmy. But if all restaurants had those metal straws,
Yeah.
Yeah.
perfect. It also makes a cold drink super good.
Yeah.
Well, that was no points for anyone.
Yeah.
What a way to start us off.
bust. What a way to
Yeah.
fucking go. Just
I
kidding.
guess we're going to be doing TikTok dances for the next
Forever.
70 generations.
Ugh.
Well, if you don't nut once, try again, and maybe you'll nut.
Nut
Gandhi
again.
said that.
If thee cannot nut, thee must nut again.
Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
All right. Posted by user mindlessgur5390 says, if you were paid $300 per hour to play a game, but you could only play one game, which one would you choose?
Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
It's because I'm still playing it.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, I was thinking video game.
Yeah, so
Doesn't have to be a video game. That's a good one, Devyn. Probably still Breath of the Wild. I think I could play that. Like, if I never had another game, I probably would be fine. I have played so fucking much over the last, like, when I had COVID over the holidays, I played it every day, all day. I completed the regular quest. I went from, like, Christmas till now, I completed, like, 3%. And I got probably like 30 new shrines, like 40 Korok seeds, a bunch of other shit. Like I did other side quests and stuff and still only 3%. I went from like 18.3% to 21 something.
I think your real life answer then, like for if this situation were happening to you, should be Tears of the Kingdom. Because you haven't even
started. But
touched
I don't know
it
if
yet,
I like
so
it.
it has like infinite possibility.
I feel like I would be okay with you throwing a Zelda blanket down.
Yeah, throw a Zelda blanket down.
All right. I mean, I'm not gonna say no.
I'm gonna
Crochet
say
me a Zelda blanket.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Baldur's Gate 3 because
Oh shoot, yeah, geez Louise.
because it just got Game of the Year too, so maybe it'll be
literally
on there. And I
all
play it
I
for
want to
fucking
do
free.
at every hour of the day is play Baldur's Gate
It's
3.
all Hunter wants to do too.
I've
Also,
started,
we need to start over again because I don't want to be a dwarf anymore.
well, I feel like if we start over again, maybe we'll like be even more on top of it and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
But I've started 6 characters in that game.
I know.
Oh
I've
my
started
God.
so many. I just started another one where I'm a bard, and it's
I
so
need to
fun. I'm
play
dying
more.
a lot, but a bard is fun.
Because I feel
Yeah,
like
just
I don't
play it on your
understand
own.
what's going on. Like, I can't even follow the
There's
stories.
a lot of mystery.
Okay. So you
like
guys
we
just know
didn't
because
even
you
make it to
completed
the part
it so
where
many
things
times.
start making sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like reading these people's dialogue and I'm like, am I just dumb? Like, do I just not understand like fantasy lore? And
There's
I
just
just feel
a lot.
dumb.
The game
Plus-
is huge.
Yeah, there is a lot of lore, and some of it is like Easter egg kind of stuff. Like they're just referencing things, and what either you get it and you're like, oh, cool, that's a D&D thing that I know, or if you're like, oh, that's generic fantasy reference that they're just it makes the world feel deeper, whatever. But everything that is relevant to like the story, a lot of it is still like, what the heck is that
Okay.
in Act 1? And then it like starts to.
Okay, good.
You start to get answers.
Yeah, we
'Cause
were
your
confused for a
character,
while, and then we started
Yeah,
to put everything together. We were like, oh, that's what they were talking about.
your
Okay.
your
Okay, that
character
makes
and
me feel
all your
better.
companions
There's
in
like
Act
a lot
1,
of mysteries going on that you're
Yeah.
sort of putting pieces together to try to solve.
Yeah.
their driving force is find out what the heck we do.
Okay.
a
Okay.
while.
That makes me feel better.
Which is a
But
lot,
my girl
which
is
a
so
lot
pretty.
like a
I don't
D&D
wanna make a
campaign,
new
which is why I
girl.
love it so much.
Oh, just make her again.
I'm gonna
just
try
make
to
her
make
again.
her exactly one more time.
I'm gonna try and make mine
take a
exactly
picture
the
of
same
her.
because
Okay.
But honestly, like those face presets are the same as long as you know like what race and sub-race and everything
True.
and class. You can literally make the same person.
Okay.
you saved me from making a very bad overused pun. But now that I wish I didn't call attention to it because
Now
I
you have
feel
to
like
say
I
it.
have to- Nah,
Do
it's
it.
overused. I feel like I have to make the tiefling exactly the way she was because she was hot as hell. Get it?
Well, I have never used.
Get
I
out.
have never
See,
heard
it's
it, but
bad.
I can see
Get
how
out
it would
right
be
now.
very overused.
You get out. You
It was
leave.
bad.
You're done.
I told you. Then you told me to say it.
I did, because it's fun to watch you struggle.
Anyway, I'm picking Dungeons and Dragons.
a good
Sarah picks
choice.
Zelda. Lily picks Baldur's
I
Gate.
feel like all of these are strong,
Lily,
guys.
you can have a Baldur's Gate blanket if anyone's like 1 and 2 are better.
I don't care.
Let's go.
User Meyerhold's Ghost for 10 points says, I would play any game you want me to for $300 an hour.
That's not counting.
That's not a game. So
Get out of here.
Yeah. I mean, I would too, but that's not the answer I gave because I answered
I would
the question.
not. I would not play football
For
forever.
$300 an hour, I'd play fucking anything for an hour for $300, unless it's like a game of death
What if it's
or
Squid Game?
sitting in a pit of poisonous snakes. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I guess football,
Anything that I
high
would
contact
not-
concussion.
Yeah, anything I wouldn't die by playing.
Yeah, that's
I would not play Russian roulette per
Yeah, no.
hour.
yeah. This
by
guy
the
did
hour.
not think it
For
through.
an hour, you would be dead.
That's
be dead.
exactly. Beasting for 9 points said Minecraft. Endless amounts of building to be done. Yeah,
That's true.
that was an obvious one.
On that same note, like Fortnite, but for 8 points, Dread 209 says got 6,000 plus hours in RimWorld so far
Wow.
with no signs of slowing down. So
What is RimWorld?
I don't
that-
know.
I'm not really sure. Ooh, okay. It's on Steam. It's a colony sim driven by an intelligent AI storyteller.
I just learned what Steam
Cool.
Deck was like 2 days ago.
Devyn wants one so bad.
do.
Can you play like PC games? Like, is it everything that exists on PC you can play on the Steam Deck? Is that like why it's cool?
Yeah, it's like all Steam games, obviously, but it's also just like a little computer that runs Linux. So
Okay.
you can exit the Steam operating system and just like download games that aren't on Steam, which is like 2 games, but
Yeah, that's so cool.
yeah, seems very, very cool.
It's so expensive.
Yeah, it's like the price of a console.
Maybe I was looking
'Cause
at
it
because
is.
it's tiered because they have like the most expensive
Yeah.
one was super expensive on the website.
You're probably skewed by thinking Nintendo console, but it's the
Probably.
price of like a Xbox or PlayStation console.
What are they like?
Yeah, PlayStation
$600?
consoles.
About 5
I think
to
about
6.
5. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think like the pros or something might be 6. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I thought they were more expensive when I looked at it.
I want this big old dumb Chungus bee to be like my essence.
It is like I see
It is.
I see your soul in the eyes of that little bee. And yeah, the most expensive Steam Deck is like $649. I think I must have thought it said 6,000. I was looking at it really quick. I didn't know what it was,
wowee.
and I was just like, wow, that's too much money. So never mind. Like cut all that.
No.
Always making myself look so
False.
stupid.
For 7 points, Agent Plusho says, Factorio, you can play that shit for a lifetime with all the mods available. I don't know what that is either.
I've heard it. I think it's also like a sim game, but it's like a very industrial based one.
Did you guys see the new sim
Factories and stuff.
that's coming out using Unreal? That's all I know. I saw
it's
some
not
video
The
about
Sims, it's something else.
it. Right. It's like The Sims, but it's like a life simulation.
Yeah, I think it's Chinese.
Oh, I've
Is
not
it?
seen
It looks
anything about
crazy. It looks like upsettingly deep. You know, like it's just too
that. Oh,
much.
no.
Yeah. Just how
Yeah,
how
The Sims
much
is
you
already
can.
kind of too much.
Yeah. I don't have time for
The
that.
Sims never hooked me.
Like, I have
No.
an actual life to live.
It just makes me think of Dwight using Second Life and then Jim doing Second Life.
Yeah.
And then Dwight has to do Second Life because he's so removed from reality.
I never really get hooked by games where like I'm not just controlling like my character or my party. Just doesn't really get me.
Yeah, I get that. For 6 points, Suitable Cycle 4335 said chess. I already play tournaments for free, so doing it for up to $2,400 a day sounds great. Yeah, chess is so fun.
Would
Chess
you
is fun.
would you bowl for $300 an hour?
Definitely.
Ooh.
I don't know why I'm so
But
stuck
that's
on
the
bowling.
only game.
I've done it. I've bowled like 5 times. It just seems like a fun thing.
You'll get so tired of it then if you're,
I
starting
forgot
from
about
that.
the second clause of this question whenever we were talking about like any game ever is you can only play one game.
Right.
Yeah. I would not choose
That's why I
bowling for this.
picked Baldur's Gate, because I could do
Yeah.
it so many different ways.
Yeah. I feel really good
excuse
about my answer in real life, but I don't think it's going to be on here. Nightshade 4103 for 5 points says cookie clicker and just leave it running in the background.
I don't know what that is.
What a really, really boring life.
Yeah.
They're just
All you
trying
do
to
is-
make that money.
You get more cookies every time you click.
Wow.
That's it. That's the whole game.
That's awful.
This thread's
Yeah.
So mundane.
guys, we're not gonna get any points.
I know. For 4 points, Stay H2O says RuneScape.
Yeah, all right, that tracks. Whatever.
EE.
I would have thought more recent games would be on this because it was only 13 days ago.
Yeah, me too. I'm surprised. EE
All depends on who shows
Extraordinaire
up.
True.
said Pokemon Go, not because it's a good game, but I can claim to be hatching eggs every time I'm walking any. Why is this all like, here's how I trick the game into thinking I'm playing? Don't play the
Yeah.
game if you don't want to play
Instead
the
of
game.
just
I don't get that.
Taking the opportunity to play a game that you actually like and get paid for it.
And also, that's the only game you can play now. Is
Yeah.
Pokemon Go.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that would
forgot
be-
because they
What are you
get
gonna
played
do
$300
whenever you go
an
to a
hour.
party?
But still, it can be your job now. You don't
Yeah.
have to like game
If-
the system.
Literally, I would play Dungeons and Dragons for more than 8 hours a day and get
Yeah.
paid so much money.
And you'd get so much
And, like,
better at
I don't
Dungeons
have to
and
DM
Dragons.
the whole time. I can just find other groups.
Yeah. These people
I don't know what you said.
don't
You
get
kind
it.
of cut out.
Oh, it's fine. I was just saying, like, you'd get even better at Dungeons and Dragons. Like, you become like a complete
Yeah.
genius.
So for 2 points, someone says World of Warcraft. JPer. For 2 points, JPer says World of Warcraft. Makes sense.
Not surprised.
When people are addicted to that game, they
Mhm.
are addicted.
For 1 point, Unusual Morning 98 says Stardew Valley, and that's the list. And
Yeah.
we are not on it.
Wow.
Oh, and oh, guys, not a strong start.
Has that happened? I don't know if we've had a no points game.
We have.
We have?
Oh, okay.
We've had no points episodes.
Really?
Just like, yeah, in season 1 and 2, I
Okay.
think. Maybe 1 and 3. So last season was only like 12 or some. It was between 10 and 20 episodes long. It feels like this season's going to be 60 episodes.
Right? It's going to take us a long time to get there.
Yeah. You'll have a long reign.
This will be
all
like
right.
the season that is a year long.
Yeah. Wait, so what's our next
Yeah.
what's our next segment?
Today, nothing.
Okay. We're
Because
still coming
I
up with
haven't,
it.
I haven't figured it out
Okay.
yet. I've been very, very busy. But
I
once
got you.
in a few weeks, in a couple of weeks, I won't be excruciatingly busy. But I didn't want to keep being on break.
Yeah.
So
No, yeah.
We'll get something next episode. It might be a little flashback to a segment that we've done before. Not like reusing the old footage or anything, but just like doing a segment that we've done before, like Am I the Asshole or Life Pro Tip or Agree to Disagree or whatever.
Classic life pro tips.
Yeah. In the meantime, I think that we should end this episode as my Nutmaster mandate. We should have our final segment of this episode. My foot is cramping.
No.
Ow! Stop!
Oh my god. You need a
I was
banana.
so unprepared for that. That was
Oh,
hilarious.
I need a banana. Give me banana me stat.
Banana me.
Somebody banana him.
Our
You better be careful who you say that to.
yeah, our endings. Bring it on. Our ending segment this episode, by decree of the Nutmaster, is that we practice some gratitude. So everybody say something they're currently grateful for.
I'm grateful that my cat is feeling better. Lady was super sick this weekend. It was really scary, and we got no sleep and
Aw.
definitely got more pimples because of stress and anxiety. So she's much better. So I'm definitely grateful for that. You like don't realize how much you love your cats until they get the slightest little sickness, and you're just like, if you die, I die.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's very serious. I am grateful for Ear, nose, and throat doctors.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
fair.
Yeah, I went to one in Frederick and they were amazing and did all of the tests. And it was like good peace of mind for me too, because I've never had like such a thorough exam. And I don't know, last year or the year before I did a show and I like basically blew my voice out and I was a little bit nervous that there might be like something actually wrong. Like there can be like things that like appear on your throat that
Your
then have to like
nodes
be
or
surgically
something?
removed and it can ruin it forever. Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was really nice to like, even though it was just for being sick, like, you know, they looked at like I could actually see my throat with the camera and she was like, yeah, everything looks good. Like there's nothing that shouldn't be here, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, not
Yeah.
only was it good for just sickness now, but just peace of mind for the future too. So that's not weighing in the back of my mind, you know?
Good.
So go to ear, nose, and throat
Yay.
doctors, guys. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they do.
I'm grateful for that feeling whenever you have to sneeze for a really long time and you finally do sneeze. That does not feel good, but it does. Thanks, universe. Thanks for listening. I'm also grateful for the two of you. Thanks for listening to Only Mostly Thread. If you like us, you can follow us on socials at Only Mostly Thread. Leave a review wherever you listen, because that is a super cool thing. I would be grateful for that.
Yeah.
If you like us, consider supporting us on Patreon, because that is also a cool thing to do. And you can get bonuses depending on the tier, like bonus episodes, anyone?
Woo.
And whatever other extras. But no matter what, whenever you become a patron, you get a name shout out at the end of the episode, just like Metal Matt and Clifford Favors. I'm still Devyn.
I'm still Lily.
Still Sarah.
And
Now it's all on you.
yeah, now I have to end the episode, huh?
See
It's a
how
lot of
hard it
pressure being
suddenly
the
becomes?
Nutmaster, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't sweat it. Except that you're totally sweating it. You're sweating so much. So
Don't
much sweat.
whatever you do, don't use perforated paper. That
Why?
stuff is terrible.
Why? Yeah.
It's terrible.
Oh my God.